There was close connection between settlement and environment. Agriculture was predominant in the wet lowlands, and especially this kind of environment supported rice cultivation. The semi-arid regions were used mainly for the cultivation of millets and also for livestock breeding. But however, both these activities were interdependent. Rice and wheat and barley was more common in northern India, whereas rice was common in eastern India. And these two crops show that there was difference in the social pattern. For example, the rice cultivating people had more stratified structure of society than the wheat cultivating people. But however, this is yet to be examined. However, we see that village organization was very important, and hierarchy of villages required some form of authority and regulations of control. Like families joined to form clans, and each clan had a chief. So there existed some chiefdoms, and it is the chief of the clan or the families of the chief who had greater control over production and higher social status. The status was also marked by by beads and symbolic daggers which were found attached to such families. And then these families who were in the higher social stratum were ones who had access to weapons and distributed resources among the others. Now, one important fact, observation is the worship of female figurines, like those in Harappan culture found in other regions of the subcontinent. This anticipates the extensive use of female cult figures in later history. But however, this does not prove that matriarchal system existed. Perhaps it is just the greater presence of the female in society. Then another strange thing about burials within a hut, it's found to be strange, but however, there must be reasons for such burials, because the reasons can be the sign of it can be a sign of the status of the family, or it can be sentiment to keep the dead within close range, or maybe also protection from predators. So now we come to the final portion of this text, entitled Megalithic Burials. So the style of the burial changed dramatically in the first millennium. So the burials which were happening within the hut, within the habitation hut, it now moved to specially demarcated places, and these are the megalithic sites. And some sites go back to even 1000 BC, and these are mainly found in the peninsular region, that is southern India. So whether these are distinctively different culture or part of the chalcolithic activity is however not clear. There is also an argument that maybe there was the presence of the horse also point to Indo-Aryan settlers in the peninsular region. Now, the forms and styles of megalithic burials ranged from single standing stones to rock cut chambers. There were large stones, and that's why the word mega plus lithos means large stone. Also, there were large stones, single stones, and on the other multiple stones, which were arranged in some kind of formation in pits, and in a pit where the circle is demarcated by stones. And there were cyst burials. Cyst means within that pit there were cysts, means rectangular boxes made of stone slabs, and these boxes contained the bones and the grave goods. And sometimes circular holes were found in the side slabs, which are called portholes, and these suggest that a burial chamber was perhaps sometimes used more than once. So there were wide distribution of rock cut caves in the Western Ghats, especially in Kerala. There was, however, heterogeneity in form, which suggests the existence of multiple cultures. Then there are also sites in Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, and Tamil Nadu, which has similarity to some non-Indian megalithic cultures, but however no clear link. Parallels are also found among certain tribes where, especially in these tribes where many of which have sarnas. Sarnas were sanctuaries having upright stones erected to commemorate the dead. Such kinds of sarnas were also found in Sri Lanka. Thank you.